How's it going? If you guys tuned in to the short 2-minute video stream, I did just restart my modem, so hopefully that'll help fix our little connection issue. So let's try to get everything set up. I am also sorry that I am running a little late today. I'm just kind of dragging. Let me read this. It's not terrible long. Yeah, everything seems to be loading up a little bit better now. Yeah, everything seems to be running a lot smoother now that I restarted my modem. Alright, let's hope that fixes the issue. Alright. Sorry, I paused for a moment to read something that popped up on YouTube. Alright, all good. All signed and sealed. Alright. Let me quickly finish this ice pop because I kind of opened this up. Didn't know how long it was going to take for my modem to get up and going. Or I'll just finish it as we go. Alright, so last time... I think we went and talked to Popula, and she said, not Popula, but Devla said that the postmaster had a letter for us to go visit him, so we're gonna go visit him. We have just been kind of doing side missions. I haven't really been doing the story mission, the main story. We'll get to there. I just want to get all the side missions done at this junction, because pretty soon we're going to be going into the, I guess you can say Act 2 of the game, which in the second act of the game, oh, I didn't even check my audio. Audio's good. Time will pass in the game, so it's probably best to do like as much side missions as you can during the darn. I can't drive today.
Let's go.
Well, I'm thinking I might have to put that helmet in my bedroom. And kind of a funny story, I was playing Pokemon Go, right? And I've been looking everywhere for a Charmander, and I finally get a Charmander. Not one, not two, but there's three. First one I got to, and I was like, okay, I don't ever really use my raspberries much, as I try to use,
The woman from the lighthouse has passed.
Ah.
We found her in bed. She looked happy. So, I guess you didn't tell her, huh?
Actually, I told her the truth.
Thank you. I think you did right. Hard to believe she's gone. I always figured the old girl would outlive me. I hope our plan was right. I hope it made her happy in the end.
alright, so I think we got like one more...
Did we do the right thing? Was she happy?
I do not know. None can say what true happiness is. Humans, and perhaps even magical toads, are far more uncertain creatures than we know.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we got like one more side mission to do, and then we can go and press on to the main story. And yes, my controller is still drifting. It's interesting I'm eating a freeze pop, and when we're starting to get into the time of winter, but we didn't really eat a lot of them during the summer. Like, my sister bought a whole package of them, and we just really didn't eat much of them, so I'm just trying to clear out some space in the freezer. Oh shoot, I need to plug in my speaker. Let me get over here and get this, and I'll be right back.
Which job should I give you first? Oh, brother. This one's rich. Some guy wants to give a gift to a woman, and he needs your help. I wrote down the...
So I think we actually have 2 quests, if I remember mistaken. Alright, give me 1 sec. I forgot to plug I need to go plug my speaker in. Go. Sorry, I completely forgot to plug in my speaker. I don't know if these are gonna issue me much funds, but we're gonna go ahead and take care of these 2 side quests, and then we're gonna be done. Because I think we had to go to Facade to go to and pick up like this material, Fulversite or something like that, for that one kid, and then go and take care of this. I really need to get some flash drives on my next paycheck, because I need to put some of this stuff, try to get the soundtrack to this game and put them on a flash drive. Why? That was not necessary. We don't need to kill wolves.
そろそろあなたてさたいちつすく
うわしか
Alright, I thought it might be there, but it must be in the material shop.
アルテルア地域ウラン
アルテルア
Huh.
ウラヌザ
Material shop, maybe? If I can't find it, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Sarasoro. Arteru.
I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's just continue on with the story. Because I honestly don't know what to do on some of these, so I'm just gonna go and do it. Like where to go, I should say. Kinda wish we could, like, ride a wolf. or something, you know? Alright, so we need to go to the Forest of Myth. Which is also how you get your weapon. Or the weapon I like using. I think that's gonna be juice before I actually finish it. Ooh, almost didn't make it. Let's go ahead and save.
What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dream. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Why stared at the mayor? His mouth twitching
Now
silently.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Wookiee's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into embarrassment, quickly changed the subject to who Wookiee had seen, and if they had disease since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Wookiee and Wise wrecked their brains and could find no easy solution. They simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The more suggestions that Weiss chose his words carelessly and seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Inherited. Right. Weiss looked skyward and searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by the harsh words bled over to Wookiee like a contagion. Wait, said Wookiee suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch for our contagious word, right? Mayor leaned forward and renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something right. Along with the mayor, some specific combination of words. What is it? I don't know why that message hit twice. It was about dreaming, or something that dream, or... Oh, what the hell was this? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few minutes of thought, Wookiee's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers. Produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them and a few times before nodding his approval at Wookiee. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper flittered on the ground. My notes also mentioned something about, I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. His worn pencil stub tracing the lines across the lone piece of paper. Whew, this is gonna be a lot of reading. For the last month, I have done nothing but study the disease called death dream, he said. Hang on, I'll be right back. I mean, I am the mayor, right? It is my job to protect my people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a glimmer crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Sorry, I thought there was going to be more lines. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams. He said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I have been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his eyes staring at nothing. The village was beautiful, he said. At one in particular, it filled with most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. Just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I want, and I won't stop trying until it happens. Wookiee nodded in agreement. Huh? What? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Wookiee, just ask. Now hold on. I did not say that. Silence, cried Weiss. Grimoire looked from Wookiee to the mayor, back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now, see here, Mayor. You told us nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But it seems surprised to see us when you first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realizing drawing on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. Human imagination is limitless engine, said Weiss. A dream, and dreams are fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. So, with your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I know how I can repay you. Payment not required. We are just eager as you to get done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt if he could breathe again. He almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck to you two. He called the departing forms of Wookiee and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Wookiee slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck with a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Wookiee's mood darkened and trickled through the forest. Sorry. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, I had been confident they could get in. Find the exit and go and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went into the forest, the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than the foot of any direction, and the moss-covered rocks seemed to determined to twist his ankle. More than once he had forced suddenly himself on the bark of the tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be particularly poor traveling companion, unhindered by either terrain or physical effort. He spent most of his time urging Wookiee to pick up the pace and grabbing about the slow pace. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about sorry, I'm just a little hungry. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about a legless turtle being more adept at navigating the environment, Wookiee snapped. Okay, Weiss. Cream it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Wookiee leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots in his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a insect springing to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss and roared out of the volume and rattled his teeth. Wookiee slapped his hands over his ears, and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Could see Weiss' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. Insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Wookiee's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Honestly, he removed his hands, hastily removed his hands from from the left ear and listened to the creatures in the woods. Zeer, 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 zeek, 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 click, 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 woo, woo, wah. As the insect simply deemed another disciple, sorry, decibel, Wookiee began to detect patterns in the sounds. It isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The air insects weren't calling out, they were asking a question. One with it lacking, 2 with the ideal, 3 with its dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? Guess so. I mean, feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it. Leo! Down! And I leave it to you to answer. One with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is danger. What is it? I want to say secret. Inherently precious. Wise left the task to him, sighed and gave him the answer. It made sense. It's a secret. You're right. Some of the insects stopped suddenly and began. The forest undergrowth parted before Wookiee, like a rippling wave, opening a new path. The forest arthropods were walking the road with us, said Wise with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Wookiee moved with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief, the undergrowth, but gave given greater cheer to his mind as long as they were on a path. Their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Wookiee after a bit. I spun around with his face to his face as a companion. Do not mistake, we shall build this forest for some happy pet. Oh, do not mistake this forest for some happy pet. Instantly befriend it. We have no idea where the path leads. Wise finished speaking. The pair turned to the corner and found themselves facing a clear forest. Spring, smiling. Wookiee picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, A musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving, it sunk to the bottom of the spring. The ripples it left behind came together to form a word. I enter through the window to break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absolutely easy, barked Wise. Now to answer it. Grit his teeth, tried to reach out and struggle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through a window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A palm water suddenly burst from spring sunlight, flitted through the trees and reflected off the palm, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Wise softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Wookiee, answering, awakening Wise from his daze. There's a house, something over there. Glistening in the direction of his friend. Excited hand. I saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it? Wise, I mean, who should build a house all the way out here? Wookiee walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute, solid banging, the door cracked open. A small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Wookiee, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end the night with 3. What am I? I tried to ask the cloaked man who he was, what was he doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If I wish to engage with this man's conversation, said Wise, it seems we have to answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Wookiee. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 in the night I have 3. What am I? I have 2 legs in the morning. I have 4 legs in the morning. 2 at noon. At night, I end the night. I want to say man, but oh, I was right. The mist dissolved, the cloaked figure, as he spoke a single word, correct. With that, man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Wookiee. The small man slowly shook his hand. I am not the mayor. You know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a vision of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what do you mean? It will make sense in time. A present? Simply congrat on cracking the seal of the deep death dream. Now you must go to the person in the forest entrance. With that, the man turned his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Wookiee watched, the mist spread up from the ground and enveloped the clouds, erasing it from existence. When Wookiee and Wise returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. And soon as he sought the duo and sprang up to his feet and stumbled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Wookiee and pumped it fiercely. Fiercely, it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Wise's cover and swung it through the air. By heaven, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I am so happy you're alive. I don't think I'd ever see you again. Wookiee withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake and with a slight smile. We broke the death room seal. He said, at least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed. Wookiee filled him on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down in the forest and fell asleep. Wookiee cracked his head. Okay, hang on a second. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down to go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is foolhardy itself. Wookiee and the mayor obediently reclined on top of the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Wise, that the word of the death that controls the death ring, the word that allow us to move from place to place? No matter how unnatural you seem, the words are absolute, therefore. The words tell us sleep, and sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. Wish that with that the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breaths slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn. He remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When he woke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener, and it was clearer. They had awakened from their dream. Wookiee shook the mayor's shoulders slightly. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh, how sad." "Oh, wow," said the mayor in an awkward voice. "We did come back." He blinked once, again, as it's quite believing the sight before him. Not quite believing the sight before him. The two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through my village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in the dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Wookiee and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some time getting used to," said the mayor, as blurry smile crossed his lips. So we learn in short order. "I'm sure," said Wise. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swearing. "No uncertainty feat. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I shall save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the vine tree to the center of the village and bestowed his hand and prayed silently. "This is the holy tree," he explained. The prayer was finished. "The guardian of our village history and memories. Suspicion will only make our mission harder," muttered Wise. "We should not put our faith in the gods." Mayor shook his hand. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." Wookiee and Wise could not contain their surprise, and it seemed our goal had been found in the most unexpected place. "I say," muttered Wise, "that is currently a stroke of luck." As the three seemed to said their goodbyes, Wookiee mentioned a strange man who had given them the third riddle. The mysterious man's words had left them with, "I once saw a version of you with that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "Those are the words. That's in the world does not mean." Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I have a feeling I've seen you before too." Wookiee tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. "Deja vu, right?" Anyways, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Wookiee gave the mayor a nod and smiled, and inherently his thoughts were racing. There's nothing wrong with the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, that's a lot of reading. This is like as close to like Zelda and like JRPGs as you're gonna get, because if I remember, like aside from the turn-based, you have to do a lot of reading in some of those games. I probably mispronounced some of those. Oh, thank you so much.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
You have to tame the seal for a dark execution.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Now I can...
This is one of the most...
I know.
Alright, so I have to save all the villagers, I believe, before I can get my sword. Let's just make sure... Well, first we're gonna save. This is probably the one part where you have to do a lot of reading, and it may take a little time. Especially with me reading it.
This person must be drinking.
It would appear that way, yes.
Can't say.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death. The rest of the earth laugh. For no, I shall stand. Will sound like the words of a madman. Now, how long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tracked beneath a stairway in a long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge. It plays without end. The light has no place here. The wind has forgotten a friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Here, wind has forgotten my friend. Oh, time passes. Eternally sleeps by the end. In a struggle, tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, "My savior." I claw at my door of my jail, embedding in trick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh, I sob. Surely this is the product of my adult mind. Surely it cannot be true. Ooh, help me, I scream. Incredibly, I hear the sound of a lock turning out and falling to the floor. The door slowly cracks open, just enough to see the silver-haired boy floating book before the light pours inside my eyes. Blackness exploded with pain. I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I asked, shaking my hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimur Weiss. This is Wookiee. Long have I been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. I am the one known as Wookiee. Extends his hand and pulls him from the cell. Though his eyes are slow to adjust to the freedom, my ears are keen as ever. They recognize the stricto sounds of the heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. What? It was not so much terrible storm, said Gilmore. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open. I see water pooling around my ankles and leaping at my shins. There is so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good on our escape, we shall drown in the castle. We know you are weak, but you are the only hope to survive this place. Time, that long forgotten friend, is made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter what the cost. The castle catacombs are mazes, twisting upon themselves like an endless granite. I squint down dim corridors and I proceed north. In the corridor, I find a 20 generous I find a row of 20 gigantuous centipedes bed resting on top of the carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Search for the door at the next to the room upon the shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against its side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just behind. When I reach out a finger to touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly drowns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred, crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror falls upon me. Full upon me. Someone has pulled these bodies into the tower and set them ablaze. Whether they are alive or dead, I do not know. And sanity will not permit me to consider the position further. Merciful blackness. I make a sound, whether to scream or laughter I cannot contain. And then my mind grants me a merciful blackness, and I found myself opening the door and leaving the most terrible rooms. I squint down dim corridors. Eventually, I can stand the sight of water no longer. I turn my eyes upward and imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded polyester wall, which depicts a person in the in the prime of life, clad clothing in the highest quality style. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long ago. One subject wears an outfit particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of thin, brazy cloth and decorated with motifs of flowers and birds. While electing to figure waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even in modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by the desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet I extend a single finger onto to the painting. I am gripped by the most unpleasant feelings. Staring closely at the image, I see the bend and warp shape. Another figure, something behind the picture, is pointing. Another prisoner. I follow in my traps for eternity in this place. I cannot let it pass. So I squeeze the portrait with my bare hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing of the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from the view by the portrait of each victim in particular, and shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down in dim corridors, proceed south. At the end of the path, I find myself in the greater hall. Sounds, rain, comfort, waterlogged, red carpet squashes beneath my feet as I approach the corridor center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china, silver, and the finest construction, as well as it remains of a fantastic feast. My eyes continue to adjust. I see chairs surrounding the table, each hold their own dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recall in horror the host of the feast is a corpse. All the invited guests, an army of foul wrangling insects are made home in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. Once greeted last, now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to study my shaking hands and slowly back away from the table. Despite desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze leads to the chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered with a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. Ouch. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. And I only pray for the unfortunate dinners were dead when the meal began. Diners, sorry. For it's not the simple task of evasion, the agonized screams that must have been strung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically, and possibly that the souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though, through the truth, I suspect they were committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunate. This is their last supper. The water has risen to my chin, now laughs greatly in my mouth and nose. You dumb ass, shout Wookiee. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insults is cut short by the running water. More wet and tattered floats on the water surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't this wasn't how I was supposed to end. Oh, I made a mistake. Good thing I saved though. Alright, so we've already read through most of that, so we're probably just gonna go ahead and skip it until we get...
This person...
It's...
Can't say him.
perhaps...
Yeah.
Amidst all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries. And so, I give myself to the effort. And in Tatum with Wookiee Gwimore, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. The third try gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is retreated. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. I think, how can I thank you? I cry in tears, join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Did died once. We all did. And sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress. That's fine. Then you are a woman, madam. I am. I prefer to smile. I suppose it comes as something of surprise, seeing as how I exist only in a form of words. I can see that he is known as Wookiee, is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and shrugs, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, the awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, preventing the countless damned souls inside their final shroud. After the moment, the castle windows shatter and the mystery fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch an uncountable black shadow slowly flickers to life, crossing and into a fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awoken, and their new lives as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Alright, I think we got one more, but we're gonna go ahead and save first, in case I get something wrong. I thought there was more in the last version, though.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
I agree with Wise. I'm reaching my limit with me having to read. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms sculpting against the sky. Wise and Wookiee had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened and they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Wise considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage,
he said. Under this heat, a mirage of two hardly be unexpected sight. Wookiee nodded and wiped the sweat from his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never be so thirsty. Ooh, ow. An ancient road of which they have walked, with black cracked with the age, here and there, then weeps grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if deafening those who had laid this material down over their homes. The heat reflecting from the road made Wookiee lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on me or on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much as a joke. A joke, he said? No, joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some minor, grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but I'm thinking of it in this way. Makes it easier to bear. Wookiee glanced at Weiss' grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. Time passed. Wookiee's feet grew more painful, and his throat dire than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than one step ahead. Because of the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Wookiee lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, chose instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water. Water, asked Weiss, Prussians. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us, look. The sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, Wookiee sprung to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There is no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Wookiee closed his eyes, and the sight as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Mainly, a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Wookiee shook his head. Bewildered, suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide open, wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, right there. Wookiee strutted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes running, Wookiee came to a halt, and I could have sworn it was right here, right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. Soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off to search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exhausted voice finally floated up to Wookiee and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you breathing idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Wookiee's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Perhaps Blaze paused for a moment and continued speaking in a silently kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems that we have arrived at the city of art. Wookiee looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of incredibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at its end. They're huge, cried Wookiee. Completely forgotten the heat and pain of the past few hours, he'd never seen anything so huge. The sculpture was formed roughly the same shape and a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Must be covered with pine of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spears and on their tops, while others possessed rectangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Wookiee. Where's the people? Where's the houses? Perhaps the land is intended to exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they were their way through the city. Miracle of artistry is everywhere. Great iron cranes with wheels silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, green, dangled over every street. As they moved from the massive sculptures, they landed a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered with glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never seen before, encountered, and sheer ferocity of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find them or purpose to abstract the works around them, Wookiee and Wise eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, discovered the three sculptures in the shape of humans. Wookiee uttered the sigh of relief, and he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of this modern art. And 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into the right arms. The road Alpha, the road Beta, and the final one, road Gamma. As Wookiee moved to the nearest statue, a bird flew on top of one of the sculptures, alighting on the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song, and it took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The one real form will always speak the truth. Hey, Dara, how's it going, buddy? Not lurking anymore. How's it going? It's going good. Just exercising my ability to read. The real one will always speak truth. The false one will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. Not bad, just practicing. Oh yeah, are you practicing for your speedruns? With that, the bird departed as if on cue. The 3 statues shuddered to life, appearing color and form, and began to breathe. Yeah. You're doing Shadow Hearts, right? Hey, look, Wookiee said. They're alive. The templates borrowed low before Wookiee. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. Turned to Wookiee and threw his hand to Nier. Alpha is a fake. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one here. The respective pleas given, 3 statues returned to the frozen state as silence. Because I'm real. The way I walk. The way I talk. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Wise. Wookiee frowned his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one is real. The real one is Beta. Though Wookiee's voice betrayed the notable lack of confidence, he revealed to see Wise nodding at him. If Alpha was telling the truth, began Wise, in a dry tone lecture, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in the case, Gamma claimed that Beta was a fake. that would be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar, therefore the theory is conceivable. Now, let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. This is going to hurt my brain. It makes Alpha and Beta liars. This situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which could leave us two statues telling the truth. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth, Alpha and Gamma lie. Would make sense, therefore Beta must be real. So I was looking at the times you posted on Twitter. Are you serious? Someone beat the Shadow Hearts in 2 hours? That's insane. So are you trying to go for that time? You trying to go for a better time? As Weiss finished his exploration, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into the dust. Oh, the first half? I don't know. I just saw a post that said there was a 2-hour time. And you were like 4th in the poll. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, 2 hours and 59 minutes was on the leaderboard. My goal at the moment I want to beat the world, the whole, under 10 hours. Yeah, that's the first half. Asia. Oh, okay. Beta springs to life once more. Congratulations, villagers, said Wise cheerful voice. It is time for the awaken. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head and low as he could go before an uncomfortable Wookiee pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Wise. Have you been to the city before? They eventually looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered Wookiee. Just like the mayor. A vague sense of unease struck Wookiee. During the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Whew! That's a lot of reading.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Don't think I need that anymore.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
That's a lot coming from a book.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
So is 10 hours like, so under 10 hours. So is under 10 hours the record, or is that just like a personal record right now for you to beat? Personal? I gotcha. The record is under 7. Jeez!
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Ah, my sword.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I mean, it's not much now, but it will be. Alright. So, naturally, I know I said let's just go ahead and do the story. That took me a lot longer than I thought it'd be, but then again, there's like, I had to stop for it constantly to read the whole thing. But now that I have my sword, I need to pull up what I need to upgrade it. Let's see what I need.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words, really.
You'll be able to beat this. You'll be able to beat that under 10 hours there, no sweat. I agree. I agree. I think he'll be able to beat it in an hour. That's what I think. I think he'll be able to do it in an hour. The music is relaxing in this. I know! That's what I say. I want the soundtrack.
Neat.
I actually have one of the, like, I think one or two of the songs on my Spotify. Which I might have to switch back to listen to Pandora because my work is not handing out Wi-Fi anymore, so. Alright, I need to figure out what I need to upgrade it. We'll see, bud. 9 to 10 hours a lot you can mess up on. Ah! You can do it. I know you can do it. Alright, so I need silver ore times 3.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Alright, raw materials. Alright, so I do have 3 silver ore. I need broken antenna. I first sold a lot of those. Well, if you had no breaks, no interruptions, and you focused there, you can easily do it. I agree. I know Derek can do it. You're good at mesmerizing shit. Oh, I fell in the water. No, that's actually okay, because we're pretty close to,
I hate to ask, but can you not swim?
Don't tell Yona, okay?
We're pretty close to the junkie. So yeah, sadly we're gonna have to do some farming, because I want to level this up. Because once you level it up, it goes like the final version of it, which I need a mobile mate. Shoot. I knew I should have kept it. You know, I kind of found it randomly, but if I have to, I'll buy more. You can buy a lot of the resources you need from the merchant in here. So, I don't know, maybe we don't have to farm at all. We'll see what he can offer us. Yeah, but in a perfect world. Nah, I think you could do it. To be honest, I think you could probably do it like 8 or 9 hours. That's what my personal. That's what I think you could do. I think you can do it.
He doesn't talk about Mom as much these days.
Jacob?
Yeah?
Can you read me a story?
In a bit, okay? I've got a customer right now. How can... Need some work done on your weapon?
Okay, so he gives me dented metal. Damn freaking controller! Broken lenses. Okay, so he doesn't give me motivate, so I do need that for the next, for the final form. Oh, okay, so I can just get that from Seafront. Okay.
Come back.
That's why I was like trying to hoard so much of my money, because I know I'm probably gonna need to buy a few of this. For the next level upgrade, I need the elaborate machine, which I don't know when I can get that. Because you only get that by defeating Shades. The elaborate found in drops from shades. I don't have... What? I don't have interruptions just because I stream on a night. During the day, I would may as well let Alfie stream. I don't really have too many interruptions here. The only thing is I have like, I just hope the neighbors don't have their animals barking. That's the only thing. It's like, I have no control over the neighbors. Or for me, it's more like I have to how can I put this? I have to hope my internet holds out or something like that. Like the last couple times I've streamed, my internet has just taken a crapper. Like tonight, I only lasted 2 minutes, and I just like, okay, let me restart the modem and see what happens. And it's been holding so far. I just love this weapon so much. I just want to get it upgraded. But I think we got like one more honest location, and then we're pretty much at the halfway point of the game. I got some dents in the metal. Let's broken antennas. There we go. Doesn't matter. Your little ones always knows how. Wake up from the dead sleep 3 a.m. because he knows I'm playing games.
See.
Yeah, but 10 hours stream, I think you would, yeah, but 10 hours stream, I think you would that much. Yeah, but 10 hour, yeah, but a 10-hour stream, I think that's too much time. I think that's too much time. I only got 3 tonight.
Let's go.
I don't know. Like I said, I think you could. I definitely believe you could definitely do it before 10 hours. I think the last time I did like a 10-hour stream was when I played Dauntless. Trying to remember. Okay, that's the elevator. We're gonna do that right now. Okay, this room I think we did. I knew I should have held on to those antennae, but they're such a common drop that I just didn't think about keeping them. And oh, here we go. That was Blade. Although the red ones are the ones that have a higher chance of dropping you Terrarium, so I know I need a bunch of Terrarium just to do the last one. And I think this is the only well, there's this one and one other, then there's Nier Ayumata. And I think Ayumata is the one that has, because I think Dom was talking about how this one has multiple endings. As far as I know, there's only 2 endings to this game. Because I've played this, well, the US version 3 or 4 times. And as far as in that one, there's only 2, and the only way you get the second ending is if you decide not to. Well, you guys will see what I mean. I'll tell you guys about it. I love this weapon. I think there's I think there is 4 on. I've only encountered on this one particularly. I've only seen 2 total endings, but you might be right. There might be 2 endings. There is there might be secret. I don't know. But like I said, for me, I've only seen, I've only know about the 2 endings. I think for the one, you need to collect all weapons and maybe max them out. Well, I collect on one of my games. I've collected all of the weapons and maxed them out, and I've only completed it the exact same way. I don't know. I'll have to check. Maybe I just collected them. I didn't max them out. I think. I don't know.
How could... Need some work done on your weapon?
Oh yeah, I need 30 arms, and I got 5. So I don't think the big ones actually respawn, like the rooms don't respawn until for like some time. Or might just, it might, I don't know. I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played this game in a while. Now let me look this up real quick. Okay, so 2, 4. So apparently there's a total of 5 endings. Ending A, ending B, ending C, ending D, and E. I'm probably not gonna even go for those. If we don't get too many more guys, too many bad guys, I'll probably just go straight to the seafront, pick up that one material I'm gonna need. No, I don't think the rooms actually come back for a little while. They have to, like, replenish. Yeah. Let's just go to Seafront, because now we're on our way back to the exit. And that's the interesting thing about this area, is that it does change. Like every time you visit it, it'll have a different kind of configuration. Alloy I have. Oh, I only have one. And I need 4 titanium alloy for the final form. I have complex machine, but I don't have an elaborate machine. Because I'm trying to remember if it's a certain shade you need. I think like every time you upgrade a weapon, it goes, how much you have to spend on it goes up exponentially.
Make sure you stock up. Come back.
We've got some nice material.
Don't need any of that.
Thank.
I got a sealed burst. But no elaborate machine.
It's funny how we got the latest advance. Hope to see you again.
We've got prep.
Do I need gold ore? Nope. Do not need copper ore. Or iron. Don't need clay. Don't need berries. Metal. Don't need that. Don't need that. that. I guess you can say I'm just going for like the basic ending. See if the big guy's back. No, no. Apparently that's the only thing I can get a complex machine from. Yep, it's back. But another really low drop rate. I'll probably try to farm this like off screen. See if I can get these resources quicker. That way you guys don't have to sit through all of me constantly having a farm. Because it might take me a few hours to get materials. And then I promise we probably won't be doing any farming or constant jobs and stuff like that because we won't need all the money. hopefully we'll be able to get at least the broken arms taken care of, because after that, I don't think we need not broken arms, but broken antenna. Nah, because after antenna, we just need the elaborate machine, and then titanium. We need like 4 of it. The thing about the titanium is that you can't get it from the basic machines. You have to wait for the red machines. If I remember correctly, the red machines are only ones that will drop it. I wish more games had music like this. How come I can't use electricity? I mean, later on in the game, at least, you get more, more areas where you can farm. Alright, so I just need 20 more. We're good.
seems we have been shut in.
Ouch. Yeah, electricity hurts. Alright, just need 9 more, and then we can get at least level 2. Second one, we're actually already there. I need the elaborate machine for level 3, and then level 4, I just need titanium. Sadly, like, the only way to really get titanium is you have to kill the red ones, and titanium is a low drop. But if you get to the deeper into this area, the red ones are pretty easy to come by. From what I can remember. Broken antennae. I should now have enough broken antennae that I don't need to work really bad. Oh, almost outside. That's the only downside to this one is that I remember getting the resources when you're doing this little ride, but I might be remembering it wrong. So I thought you could. Like if they fall, the resource comes right up to you. Thanks, Kanye. Damn. Sometimes this one jump is always a pain in the ass. Oh, come on. There we go. Give enough for my health.
Intruder eliminated. System activated.
we almost got enough antennae, so probably just go and get the one level up and then work on getting the elaborate machine.
Seems we've...
See if we can get some trailing. Just need 2 more. Nope. Where is it, Shiloh? It will be done in a moment. Just want to do one last run before we close out. So I can get the Trialium, because I think, like I said, I think I only got 2. Yeah. And I only need it for 1 upgrade, which is... Yeah, I need 4, so I only need 2 of those, and then... Getting the elaborate machine is the only thing I need to farm. The elaborate machine is probably the one thing that's going to be the longest. Because sometimes, like, I remember farming for like an hour just to get one elaborate machine. But it always seems like when you try to get something, it's never going to drop for you, but when you don't need it, then it drops. Repeatedly. There's way more red box here. Didn't even get one. Alright, let's go level up my weapon at least once. I mean, I still need to get the elaborate machine. Just get the third one, and then the Trillium shouldn't take too long. It's just, it might take me a little while.
How can I help? Need some work?
So, thought I had natural rubber in there. Oh well, I know where to get natural rubber, so.
Come back soon.
Let's see if we get to the elaborate machine quick. I know. I said no more farming, but I want to see if I can get the machine quick before we close out, because I have to go to seafront anyway to get natural rubber. See how much nicer it looks? Doesn't look all rusted. Does 189. This one does 172. A sword carried by the world's most loyal servant. Like that loyalty, the sword's blade is straight and true.
We've got fresh.
Alright guys, let me get to a save point and we will continue this tomorrow. And don't forget guys, on Saturday I'm going to be doing a speed run of... Oh, there's one over here. Oh well. We'll kill that big guy again. Tomorrow, on Saturday I will be doing a speed run of Neo. Take a little break from Nier, and then after Nier, I'm gonna call it a tiebreaker. So if you guys want to break the tie, submit your votes either via Twitter or Discord. Can't wait, can't wait. I'm probably gonna have the same time as I did on my Bloodborne. I don't even know if it'll be even considered official. Because I'm just gonna go straight to the bosses. Cheapskate. I mean, I don't know, like as far as like Neo goes, it doesn't matter like what setting, like difficult setting I have it on or game setting, because I'm just gonna do it on the fresh run, not fresh run, on a Way of the Samurai. Alright guys, that is it for the stream for today. I want to thank every single one of you guys who came out and watched. You guys are number ones, absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. Again, don't forget, Saturday I will be doing a speed run of Neo just to see how fast I can do it. The record is like 1 hour and 20 minutes, so we'll see how fast I can do it. The voting I think is still live on Twitter, and if you guys are in my Discord, you guys are free to vote. For the next game we'll be playing after this. Right now I'm going to say it's a tie between Immortals Phoenix Rising and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. So be sure to cast your votes. Sadly, I cannot just keep the voting going all the time on Twitter. It only gives me 7 days to max. So it's probably like 2 or 3 days total right now. You guys can go ahead and post your... go ahead and submit your votes. Whichever game wins, we'll be doing... If we have a tie, I will figure out some way to break the tie. I promise. Maybe I'll flip a coin. I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys. Again, thank you. I hope everyone is having a Wookiee-tastic day. And I'll see you all on our next adventure. Till next time, see ya!